Tommy Walsh, a close encounter here today in Simple Stadium.
Yeah, it was brilliant. I think most people were expecting a Limerick victory, and they were hoping maybe that would be a tight encounter. I think we've seen enough the last day when Waterford played Cork. There's going to be fight, there's going to be heart, there's going to be spirit in this Waterford team. They were not going to lie down to anyone. They have a serious work ethic that will trouble any team. So I was delighted. I think everyone here today in the media was delighted to come to a game. Like, there was huge intensity there, huge skill, and I thought, Limerick were worthy winners in the end, and they're kind of building a little dynasty for themselves.
Speaking of dynasty for themselves as well, I think they looked extremely comfortable today.
Yeah, and they had to work extremely hard. I think Waterford got some great matchups right. Conor Prunty in on Galan inside. A lot of good ball went into Galan, but Prunty put in his hurley, put in his leg, his shoulders. Anthony could do just to spoil him, because they are different conditions. They're wintry conditions, so the ball isn't going to hop around as fast. So once you just put in something, you can offset the corner forward. So I thought he did a great job in Galan today. As well, the half back line, Kevin Moran, to put him on Tom Morrissey. How often in the past have we seen that half forward line for Limerick being the instrumental in their victory? And I thought Kevin Moran played in the final, as I said earlier. He played in the final in 2007 when Waterford beat Limerick here 13 years ago, and he was brilliant here today. He was like a young fella.
Mulcahy seemed to impress you today for Limerick.
Yeah, he was the top man for me. I think when they really needed it, it was about 17 points a piece. When the ball went into the corner, Mulcahy, he fought and he fought and he fought, won the ball back. Galan picked it up, gave it back to Mulcahy and over the bar. I thought when they needed leaders, he was the guy that really stepped up. It turned a 2-point win into a 3-point win, and Mulcahy, he scores a lot of points off his left hand. I think famously in 2018 when they won that All-Ireland, he scored every single score with his left hand. He scored one with the right today. So I'm sure he'll be delighted with that going home. But this is a guy that was kind of drifting about 4 years ago. He was kind of on and off whether he'd be on the team or not, but since 2018 he has been just incredible. And corner forward is a hard place to play. Sometimes you won't get much ball. He's a small enough guy in wintry conditions, but has been outstanding all year so far.
Only, I think, 2 games now and Limerick could be All-Ireland champions. For you going forward, how do you think they're going to get on?
Yeah, sort of a semi-final now next. It's going to be a big quarter-final. So Waterford, as the losing Munster finalists, and Galway, they'll play either Tipperary or Clare. So they're going to be, depending on how that draw goes. But if we'll say the top 2 teams, if they avoid each other, Tipperary and Galway, if they come through to semi-finals, the semi-finals will be unbelievable. I see Limerick as probably the top team and deserve to be favourites through, I think, their dedication to the game. They've been, I think, role models, all young fellas in Limerick. I'd imagine down in Limerick, every young fella now wants to pick up a hurl and be a Limerick senior hurler. They've been absolutely wonderful, and they do deserve to be favourites, but not by much. I think that the rest of the chasing pack are just a small bit off them as all.
But looking at Waterford as well, they did put in a great performance, huge confidence going forward.
Huge, and I thought Stephen Bennett, we all worried when Porgo Mantley got that knee injury. He's been a fantastic free taker for them for the last probably 10, even 12, 13 years. He's been wonderful with Ballygunner, and another guy gone, but Bennett was brilliant today, and not just from frees, from open play as well. And so he stepped up. Ozzie Gleeson scored 3 points, so he did. Desi Hutchinson, Limerick pushed Sean Finn on him, so it was a tough day for Desi out there today, but he still was shown, and that was the thing that most impressed me today for Waterford. I'd say they weren't even thinking about the end scoreline. Let's just go and go and goal. Typical of their manager, Liam Cahill, and Mikey Beavens, their coach. So yeah, they'll be hugely impressed and impressive, and there'll be no one looking forward to playing them next weekend.
And I know the scenes that we witnessed here at the end and trying to lift the trophy and the strange no crowd roars of celebrations. It's a very strange year, Tommy. It's
a very strange year, Valerie. It is, and it's nearly easier to watch the games at home on television. It seems more like championship. But we kind of noticed it today that while previously any of the games we were at over the last couple of weeks, they have been like challenge matches, itself when you're at the games. But today was really tough, and everybody was getting into it. Now, it did help that the local Waterford radio was beside us. So they were really up for it. And but no, strange times. But today was one of, I really enjoyed today.
It's weird because John Kiley said, we'll take the title, and I'm sure you yourself, if you were playing this year, it wouldn't matter if there was COVID, no COVID, you'd still be happy to Munster champions.
Absolutely, and that's their 8th trophy in 3 seasons. They've now have 2 National Leagues, 2 in a row. They've 2 Munsters in a row. They have the All Ireland from previous. They've that title from over in Boston, the Fenway Classic. So like every one of these, and even when we were winning that time, people would be asking, like, do you ever get sick of winning? No, you like to win everything, because it's just when you're going home on the bus, or at the moment you're going home on your own in the car, when you're on the radio, you can relax and you can enjoy that victory. It's a trophy that goes beside your team's name, your individual name, that no matter what happens for the rest of the year or the rest of the decade, that is there and it's in the trophy cabinet. So it is a trophy for John Kiley. It is a trophy for that Limerick team, and I think it gives you confidence that I've been training for the last 9-10 months, and it has been worthwhile here today.
Yeah, no, it was a great game, and as you said, we did feel like it was championship, but now the rain is starting to come down, and that doesn't suit us, Tommy.
No, we're gone soft now. We're up in the punditry of it, so I think we'll try to wrap it up now.
All right, thanks, and hope to see you the next day, Tommy. Thanks a million.
Yeah, thanks, Valerie. All right.